Where I learned a lot about structured product management was during my 5 years at GetThere. GetThere is a global online booking tool for corporations from Sabre. And I was responsible for the product management team that was based out of Bangalore and also responsible for its overall global rail and hotel portfolios. If you take any product, it goes through four phases, which are introduction, growth, maturity, and eventually decline. The duration of each phase would depend on the specifics of your industry, such as the size of the industry, the competitive nature of it, the maturity, and so on. And it would also depend on your own business strategy and how you execute the strategy. Depending on where you are in the product life cycle, what you're trying to achieve would be very different. So, if you are in the introduction phase, you are essentially trying to make sure that the problem that you're solving with your offering is indeed valid. Try and get a sense for the demand for that offering. Make sure that your value proposition resonates with prospects and customers, and also that the way you're solving the problem is effective from a customer perspective. During the growth phase, you're trying to drive adoption of your product. This is both within your existing customers and also by acquiring new customers. Because product adoption and product usage essentially builds customer equity, which is extremely useful when you're trying to offer new products to your existing customers. And in these two stages, you're trying for effectiveness over efficiency. During the maturity phase, what you're trying to do is extend the life of the product, because this is the period of the product where it is actually profitable. And what you're also trying to do is try and reduce your cost, improve efficiencies, and maximize profits. And the profits you generate at this stage, you would invest back in the business in the form of introducing and growing new products, which could over time become profitable and generates profits for you. And every product at some stage will start to decline, and that is inevitable. Too many organizations try to hold on to declining products for emotional reasons. But what you want to try and do is shut down the product at the right time with the way forward for your existing customers. And hopefully you have other products that you have actually grown and matured, which are continuing to generate profits for you. Let me now talk you through some of my experiences while working with GetThere and handling its global rail portfolio. So GetThere in the US market was fairly mature. It was not really growing anymore, but our customers were loyal and they were staying with GetThere. And there I was responsible for Amtrak, who's the rail provider for the US. For growth, GetThere was primarily looking at the European market. And here we had a two-pronged strategy. One was to leverage a customer equity, which was essentially get our US customers to adopt GetThere for their European operations. This leveraged our customer success teams. And the second thing that we were doing was to try and acquire new customers in Europe by having a dedicated sales team as well. And this is something that we were trying to do in certain markets in Europe. While I was trying to ensure that Amtrak sort of continued to be relevant by making sure that we were doing the upgrades and moving to the latest platforms so that we could offer the latest features from Amtrak, such as e-ticketing, I was trying to drive adoption for our French and Benelux offerings, which were with SNCF and SNCB. At the same time, I was also trying to introduce rail in the UK market in collaboration with Trainline. And in parallel, I was also talking to rail providers in Italy and Germany to see if there were possibilities for us to offer rail for our prospects there and try and get into those markets as well. Now, as a product manager, it can be a challenge to manage different products at different stages of the life cycle in different markets, but that's part of the fun. And I had a great time working with all the rail partners and our customers in all these different markets. And Terence Rowley, who was my contact at Amtrak, even gave me a recommendation on LinkedIn for the work I did in migrating our US customers from Amtrak's legacy platform to their latest API-based platform. And doing that in a timely manner helped them sunset their legacy platform. If you would like to talk about your product strategy, given where you are in your product lifecycle, do give me a shout and I would be happy to chat. Thank you for watching.